This is ICASnews.com live and direct from the United Nations headquarters. And this is a special report live from the 67th UN Department of Public Information Conference. We have Ambassador Henry MacDonald with us. How are you today?
Very well, very well. Happy to be here.
So, Excellency, tell me what brings you here?
I have been here since yesterday, not continually. I left from my home yesterday evening, but yesterday I've been active here as well. But today is the most active day for me since I just participated in a conference. I was in a panel on public-private partnerships, and this event, which just finished, on the intergenerational connection and how we should cooperate. That is another event that I just attended. So I've been busy.
So there was an event about public-private partnership?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Partnership, that event was in fact set up by the World Development Foundation. Mm-hmm. As you know, I retired last year, and since then I became the president of the World Development Foundation. And our mission, the mission of the World Development Foundation is to see how to promote public-private partnership in the best way possible. Look, public-private partnership is in fact the system where governments, businesses, non-governmental organizations, and even private people, even entrepreneurs, are working together in order to make sure that we attain the sustainable development goals that we want to reach. If you compare the Millennium Development Goals, you will see that Goal 8, the last goal of the Millennium Development Goals, was on partnerships. But it was more partnerships between governments, partnerships between triangular partnerships, South-South cooperation, North-South cooperation. But in the Sustainable Development Goals, we created, I mean the UN community, created Goal 17. Goal 17 is taking Goal 8 of the Millennium Development Goals a step further. So besides governments talking to each other, governments cooperating with each other, we find it prudent and necessary that the other actors in society, other factions of society, that they also participate and come to each other and in order to reach the Sustainable Development Goals. And that's why Goal 17 was created. Well, in the World Development Foundation, after long discussions, we agreed with each other that Goal 17 can only be implemented fully if we link it with Goal 16.
Okay.
Goal 16 is the goal that deals with peace, security, human rights, transparency, accountability, strong institutions. All of those elements are in Goal 16. So in order to move forward, we say that look, 16 and 17 together, and from there, the World Development Foundation will be looking into with all of its partners to attain the other 15 Sustainable Development Goals.
So you have been an ambassador for Suriname for a long time, and tell us about your new position now.
As I said, I came here in 2007. It is now 2018, so almost 11 years. I've been in New York, working at the mission for 10 years. I retired at the mission in last year. Your question was more related to what I'm doing now. Mm-hmm. I'm the president of the World Development Foundation. The World Development Foundation is a rather new NGO at the United Nations. We have been busy working at the United Nations for the last 2 years. It was, I think, the inauguration of the World Development Foundation was 2 years ago. I joined last year, and since I joined, as I said before, we worked on the mission statement, and now we are working on building these cooperational relationships with missions, but also with civil society organizations. That's why we are participating as these DPI conferences, and with all other actors of here in New York, and who has kind of a seat at the United Nations. That means that we will be talking also to observer missions like the Mission of Palestine, like the Holy See, and all the other organizations that are linked in some way with United Nations work.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
I'm Nishat MIRZA. This is ICAS News, live from UNHQ. Thank you.
Thank you so much.